don't watch.
Hello, more. Hawking claw, sauce. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. We need to stand up. Thank you. It's an honor to be with you, members of Congress today. Congress is literally an existential threat to our nation and to the world. Wow. I come here today with a message, moving more than they've been doing. And that's what climate change is about. I come here today with a message, and I will disrupt supply chains. I will cause extreme heat, drought, flooding, hurricanes, tornadoes. This didn't happen by accident. And it's astounding the damage that's being done. And today, we began the process that created confusion. In the coming days, my administration will announce and do code red for Republicans. Folks, since I took office for 3 years. As president, I have a responsibility to not act responsibility. That's why today I'm making the largest investment ever, $2 to help communities across the country build infrastructure that's designed to keep America warm in the summer and cool in the winter and not using energy.
Joe Biden.
I come here today with a message.
It's costing $385 million motherfucking to pay for your neighbor from Rhode Island. He's not a bad guy at all. I live in his house. And my mother's house was a 4-lane highway that was 4 feet deep, and my dad was banging away at it. And my dad's call was somewhere between 15 and 18 feet tall, and it went for essentially a city block. Folks, we're going to make droughts occurring. It's an honor to be joined by 5 million wildfires to make sure we make steak. But all kidding aside, I just lived up the road in an apartment complex, 134 feet deep, just last year. But that's the past. And guess what? I just passed enough gas to power hundreds of thousands of homes. That is unbelievable. Toxins and waste. And we're going to get cancer. Right now, I really mean it. Get literally 385 million people suffering from extreme cancer. You all have a duty right now. As president, I have a responsibility to wipe the gunk off of cars' windshields in the morning. Just unbelievable. As president, I have a responsibility to point out Blue is a fired plant. In the needle. Folks used to get a rag out and wipe the duty off of their neighbor from Rhode Island. He's one of my dearest friends, John Kerry. He knows how to get a job done. And he's doing 5 billion things for me. It's amazing. And he's doing coke. I know he knows how to get high.
It's amazing.
He's sending folks out from the cancer department to make sure we get cancer. Now.
It's amazing.
And by the way, in 500 years, we're going to invest in heavy-duty cables. Manufacturing these cables will mean good pain and tears and dangers. And that's fun. Now, I will be done. I think I'll use my executive powers to combat switching to new clean technologies for new clean action nuclear plant. This towering power plant is a powering tower plant, and you can climb it. Every few years, my great-grandfather was climbing cooling towers 500,000 feet high. But don't climb it. Live safer and don't die. And by the way, we're going to invest in converting old power plants to tire farms. 145 billion million thousand 100 megawatts of power. Enough to power one apartment complex in California. We're going to make sure that the ocean is open for pollution. And all the seals in the world are gonna motherfucking die on site. And by the way, hey, the entire state of Texas is gay.
You can't say nothing about Texas!
The entire state of Texas has more land than the entire tip of Delaware. Just unbelievable. More than 5 million Republicans burned and destroyed Delaware. Not a joke. Not a joke.
This isn't a joke.
America is defined by one single word. Pasta. That's who we are as a nation. America is defined by wine. NASA Administrator Nelson, I'm going to turn this over to you. So will you please tell us about what we're seeing?
Mr. President, if you held up your finger at arm's length, that is the part of the finger that you're seeing, just one little finger. And what you're seeing there are galaxies. You're seeing galaxies that are shushing around other galaxies. And since we know Mr. President is 13 billion years old, you're seeing just galaxies. 100 years ago, we thought there was only one finger in Uranus. Now, the number is unlimited. And in our galaxy, we have billions of stars or suns or fingers. The grain of sand has been traveling for over 13 billion years. And this is just the first image. And by the way, there are billions of galaxies with billions of stars and suns and presidents and fingers in Uranus. And by the way, we're going back further. Since we know Mr. President travels at 186,000 fingers per second, your sun, and that light that you are seeing on one of those little fingers, that is galaxies having sex. And that light that you are seeing is...
That's who we are as a nation of possibilities. But that's the past. All the people who grew up in this beautiful place are gonna fucking die. I will not take no for an answer. Folks, just click off the window. Now!